Melissa. Happy Monday. Wanted to pop in and give you quick tips on how to center these vinyl decals. Not just these, but I mean, isn't that cute though? Full hands, full heart. Anyway, how to center, align, and position vinyl and stencils. This works for stencils as well, so that it's even on your surface, okay? Because there's nothing worse than getting a decal on there and being like, oh shoot, it's not centered, it's too high up, it's too low down, it's, you know, like a little cockeyed. So I got a quick trick for you. It's called the Hinge method. You need your painter's tape, you need a pair of scissors, and you need some kind of ruler, hi Libby. I use this little sewing gauge, which super basic, but one of my favorite tools, and I'll throw all this stuff up for you if you guys are interested. Okay, so here's my decal vinyl. This is just 651. I obviously, here you can see I had a weeding box around it just to make it easier to weed. Look how thin this is, and it weeded just fine. This design is in the February bundle on So Fancy, if you want to grab that. Otherwise, obviously works with any design, any stencil, but I wanted to show you how to do this. I'm going to tilt the camera down so that you can see me working on my work here. Okay. All right, so let's see if we can bring this a little bit closer. Okay, so first thing you want to do is obviously weed off any excess vinyl, which I obviously had a little bit there from my weeding box. Okay, then you want to grab a piece of transfer tape. All right, I use this tape. I use Oracal tape. I use a couple different tapes. This is a high tack, and it works really good with vinyl that has a higher adhesive, a thick or a more strong. Happy Monday! A stronger adhesive because it's high tack as well. Okay, so what you're going to do is take your transfer tape off the backing. Okay, this is completely clear, and you're going to place your transfer tape right over your decal. Normal, right? This is how you normally do it. Okay, then what you want to do is you want to trim down. I trim down as close to my design as I can on all sides. At the very least, you want to make sure that your transfer tape is not hanging over, or else it'll stick to your surface and it can mess you up. Okay? All right, so you want to trim down as close to the vinyl as you can. This is just a little like stand thing, but you have no idea. The prep for this was not much, except that I couldn't find anything to put this on, so I just grabbed this. Okay, so now what you're going to do, keep your tape nearby, and my tape, I actually is too thick. I don't have a thinner tape right now, but we'll deal with that in a second. But what you want to do is take your gauge. Why the gauge is so important is it has this sliding little gauge, I guess, that it makes it really easy for you to see if it's lined or if you have the same measurement on each side. So I just start by measuring. Actually, that's just about 2 inches, and then I take it on this side and I want to measure from the edge, and actually it was pretty good. It's a little bit more, so just adjust. Okay, so you have it even side to side, both 2 inches. And then what you want to do is you want to measure down, so you know that this is centered. Now the problem with this design, well, not the problem, but this design, since it's not completely flush up top and along the bottom, it doesn't have those straight horizontals, you can't just go, oh, okay, we've got an inch here and an inch here. What I can see, though, is that I have significantly more room at the bottom than the top. So I'm going to just slightly move it down, okay? And the highest point at the top now is a little bit more than ½ an inch. And I'm going to see the lowest point down here, like that. Okay, and then one last time, just check your sides to make sure that they didn't get misaligned. All right. Yep, we're good. Okay, then take your transfer tape, okay, and you want to press it all the way onto your table, across the surface, across the decal, and back across your table, okay? And what this is going to do is keep your decal in place. Now you see I still have the vinyl back, or I still have the backing on this piece of vinyl. okay? So what you're going to do now is take your hook and pull up the transfer tape. It's obviously, oops, I never burnished, did I? Do burnish so that your decal goes right onto your transfer tape. All right, then you want to pull this up, and what you want to do is hold the transfer tape with the vinyl decal to the side while you trim. You don't want to rip this. You want to use your scissors. If you rip it, you'll get part of the paper part of the backing as opposed to the waxy, and what you need is the waxy side. Okay, so now when you place this back down, the transfer tape is keeping this piece of the decal in place, okay? What you're going to do is remove your hinge, and the decal is now in place. Flip it back over, making sure that this side of the decal stays down, and remove this side, okay? And then you can fold it back over, and your decal or stencil, whichever one you're using, is going to be exactly where you positioned it. And then peel off that transfer tape, okay? So you now have been able to center your design exactly where you wanted it, all right? And again, it's going to change depending on the design. This one I should have actually done something that had a straight bottom and a straight top to show you, but we've got it centered exactly how we want it, 2 inches on each side. And that is all there is to, whoa, you can't see me. That's all there is to the hinge method, okay? Super easy. Transfer tape, or painter's tape, scissors, sewing gauge, transfer tape, vinyl, whatever you're putting your vinyl on, okay? All right, guys, this is a great way for you to prevent yourself from going, oh, shoot, I did a perfect stencil, but it's crooked, all right? All right, I'm going to throw up all the tutorials for you. Head over to the blog today. I have a whole one-on-one beginner tutorial on how to use or how to make wood signs, painted wood signs with stencil material or mask 813, and we have a little giveaway and so much fun, okay? All right, guys, have a great day. See ya.